Hey everyone, welcome back. I am Chase, and gosh, I just talked to myself for like 12 minutes without pressing that record button. So look, I'm actually going to do this review now. This is really cool. I'm finally getting through all of the books from a week and a half ago that I got. So this is a good one. This is definitely a plus out of the ones that I've read. And there's a lot of things that I like about this. The biggest thing that I like about this is simply the fact that Bryan Hill wrote it. I was having a conversation with a bunch of guys on Critical Thinking's channel, Wes. And, we were talking about Bryan Hill. Bryan Hill, everybody likes him, and there's a reason why. He, in our day and age where it is totally normal to call every conservative on Twitter a neo-Nazi, Bryan Hill does not, and he's kind to everyone. Even if his peers are like, "Don't talk to those people; they're Nazis," he'll talk to everyone. He'll be kind, and he's always approached in kindness, and so that makes you, even if he does write something that's not that great, it's easy to forgive someone who will be kind to you. It really is. This is what I thought his work of the year was last year, as far as comic books go, right? Was the Killmonger series, which I loved so much. It had a prevailing theme of revenge and how revenge might not be the best way to live your life. Freaking fantastic series. All 5 of these were great. And some of the other stuff that he's writing, I'm definitely going to do reviews when I can on this Angel series. I think the 3rd one comes out soon, so I'll just knock them all out at once and kind of give you my feeling of the whole series as it goes. He's also writing for DC, Batman and the Outsiders. He did American Carnage. And, it's like I said, if I see Bryan Hill's name on something and it's a #1, I'm going to pick it up at least to look at it, And that's just the way it goes. If you're kind to people, they'll be more apt to buy your stuff. So Postal. Okay, so this series, this is old school, and when I say old school, this just came out a week ago, right? But Postal series was an Image Comics series, and I guess it ran for 3 years. I don't know. It started maybe 4 years ago, and I only read a few issues, but I know kind of the idea of it, right? So Eden is this fictional city that they all live in, and it's mostly kind of criminals and outcasts that have come to live there. And, it's kind of a trip, like very strict rules. You know what? Wayward Pines actually reminded me of Eden when I was watching that series, and it kind of reminded me of this whole feel that you get, this mystery to it. You don't really know what's going on. So in the very beginning here, you get kind of that same mysterious vibe that you'd get. You can jump into this without understanding what's going on and still be like, oh, that was a good read. I might pick up the next one, which is good. And again, that's difficult. They didn't do an amazing job of making that happen, of making you want to get another one. But they came close. Again, I'll tell you, I didn't read all the old Postal series, and I still could kind of grasp what was going on. But then again, I kind of knew the storyline from the old series. So let's just jump into the book. The book itself, like I said, we're looking at Bryan Hill as the writer. Matt Hawkins created this whole universe, the Eden series. This art by Raphael Ienco. I am just going to butcher names. Good letters from Troy P. Terry. So it shows this guy. He's got blood on his face already, so he's been through something, probably killed something, got it splattered on his face. He's cussing. He says, "Come find me." He's telling himself to stay steady. This is a lot of show don't tell. So lots of action in the very beginning. And bam, he makes it out. He kills these guys. And at the very beginning, he goes home. And he finds his wife tied up and murdered. And then he goes and he finds his daughter murdered as well. And that sets the scene for the entire book. Listen, from there, where do you go? This is going to be a vengeance story. Immediately you can tell it's going to be a vengeance story. This art's pretty good. Oh, okay. And then you have Well, it's the old sheriff's mom, and you wouldn't know that, but she's left Eden retired. It looks like she's in Florida, and she's just sitting. She's like, nope, it's not too hot. He said, I might take the boat out. She's like, for what? I can see the water from here, Magnum. There's no reason to do anything here at all. Then you come to an exchange right here. He says, Eric Kamen, I am Mark Schifrin, the mayor, and your first contact here. Welcome to Eden. Heard about what happened to your wife and child. Sorry you experienced that, but you have to let that go. Don't bring anger into my town. Eric says, I brought money. The amount you asked, unmarked small bills, you can count it. Sheriff says, I will have someone count it. It would be in your best interest if they didn't have to count it twice. Eden is a place of fairness, but it's also a town of rules. So he drives off, and next few pages are pretty big. You get some good violence. You get some more violence. Lots of violence is probably going to happen in this book. This is definitely for a mature audience. I would say this is a soft recommend. This isn't a big recommend because, you're jumping into a series that's existed for a little while. But even on a different note, the writing seems kind of choppy. If you are a fan of Postal, get this book. It's a no-brainer because you're absolutely going to like it. And if you're kind of into vengeance, if you're kind of into a little bit of violence in your books, you might actually really enjoy this. Hey, why not? Go ahead and pick it up. Look, I'm going to come back with more reviews pretty soon. I'd love to talk to y'all about comics. Feel free to hit subscribe if you like my content. I'm going to be talking about comics almost every day. Once again, hey, look, my name is Chase. Hit subscribe. You're the gateway into comics. Have a great day. See you on the next video.